Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video, and today we are checking out the new Minecraft mod pack, or new to me, I guess, and that is the mod pack StoneBlock. So very similar to SkyFactory, you don't really start with anything, except it's the opposite of SkyFactory, in which you start 1,000 blocks deep within the overworld. So the only item you start off with is this better questing book, and we have, if we go into our quests here, we can go to the start of StoneBlock, and the first thing we need to do is the start. 0 out of 1 task complete, and it says pebbles is obtained by breaking stone with an empty hand, and we need a total of 16 pebbles. So we are going to start getting an empty hand, and then we're just going to start by removing these stone blocks one at a time until we have 16 stone pebbles. Now, one thing that I have already noticed that is missing from this game, I think it's missing. It might be binded to another key, but I'm pretty sure vein mine is not in this game, or it would make it almost too easy. So we've gotten rid of kind of the entirety of these lower blocks, and then we're just going to take these stone pebbles, and we are going to make, let's say, 4 cobblestone. And with that 4 cobblestone, we're just going to put it back into the crafting grid and make a stone crafting table. So we have another quest complete. We're just going to place this down right in the middle here. So let's go ahead and check out our quest. And we have some loot chests that we can claim as a reward. So let's go ahead and claim that. And then we'll go to this one and also claim that chest. And the next thing we need to do is make dirt. We need to make a total of 10 dirt. And the way that we are going to do that is we are going to make a stone hammer. So we're going to turn those pebbles into cobblestone, then we're going to take that cobblestone and turn it into a rod, and we need to collect some more real quick. So we should have plenty of stone pebbles to go ahead and make some more cobblestone, and then we're going to make another stone rod. And with those stone rods, we're going to put them in the crafting grid like that, and then just go ahead and make our stone hammer. And then from here, we no longer have to get pebbles and turn them into cobblestone. We can just get cobblestone right away from using our stone hammer. Now we can take all of this cobblestone and we can just set it up kind of just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and hammer this back down again, and that'll turn that cobblestone into gravel. And then once we have our 20 gravel, we're going to go ahead and place that back down, and then we will hammer this down into dirt. And there we go, quest complete. We have collected our 10 dirt blocks. So a little bit different from SkyFactory in the sense that when you hammer down gravel in SkyFactory, you get sand, but in this one you get dirt, and you don't have to do any composting of leaves, and you can get dirt quite a bit faster. So what is our next objective? Let's go ahead and claim that loot chest. Our next objective is to make a stone crook, which is pretty easy. So a stone crook, I don't know if it lets us use our JEI or whatever. Yeah, we're just, okay, it does, yeah. So I remember when I first started playing this that it did not let us do that, and I don't know why. But now, our next quest, we're going to go ahead and claim that loot chest. Our next quest is to get saplings, so we want to get 4 of each of these 6 types of saplings. And the way that we are going to do that is we're going to put down our dirt blocks, but instead of hammering these into sand, we are going to use the crook on them, and these will get saplings from the dirt. Oh, and we are so close to completing that objective. All we need is 1 more spruce sapling. So we're going to have to make some more cobblestone and then make some more dirt. And then we can turn this all into dirt, and then I think this should be the last time we need to do this, hopefully. And I'm already messing up. We don't want to hammer it. We want to use a crook on it. And we just need 1 spruce sapling. And we may not get it. I may have messed it up. No, there we go. We got our 1 spruce sapling, and we have completed our sapling quest. So let's open up the quest menu. Let's go ahead and claim that. And the next thing we want to do is make some wood. So we need to collect 16 oak wood, which means we will need some more dirt. And I'm going to guess probably 4 dirt is enough. And I'm trying to keep this as symmetrical as possible. I don't know if you've watched any of my SkyFactory stuff, but in If you have seen any of it, you know I like to keep all of my stuff very, very symmetrical. And I keep trying to vein mine this cobblestone, and it keeps just bringing up the quest menu, because it is keybinded to the same key that is the vein mine in SkyFactory. Okay, so now we have our 4 dirt, and let's go ahead and just add these around the crafting table. So boom, boom, boom. There we go. Let's grab out our 4 oak saplings, because I believe that's what it calls for. Let's see, oak wood. Yep, there we go. I don't know why we need to collect all those other saplings, but that is okay. And just like SkyFactory, we are going to twerk these trees until they grow. And there we go. All of our trees have grown. So let's go ahead and break these all down. And one thing that's cool about StoneBlock is that once we break the top block of the oak wood, pretty much most of the leaves disappear very, very quickly. Which means to get any sort of saplings back from them, we are going to need to make a crook or several crooks, and then turn those into a compressed crook. And that way we can get stuff like silkworms, apples, and some more saplings. And the reason I'm using a compressed crook instead of the stone crook that we have is because the stone crook takes a little bit, but the regular compressed crook goes very, very quickly. Okay, and we have our wood quest complete. Let's go ahead and claim that reward. Back out, and what is the next thing we need to do? We can either do the floral fertilizer, which I think is either a mystical agriculture or botania. I think it's botania. And I don't know how to get the floral fertilizer, but we'll look on the JEI. And then tinkers, we can definitely start some tinker stuff with all the wood we have. Storage, we just need to make 1 chest. And then string to make a string mesh. So let's go ahead and be proactive and plant these trees back down while we do some other things. So I think the first thing we want to start off with is, in fact, the Tinker's Construct stuff. So let's go ahead and make our blank patterns. We want to put that right there. We want to grab that out. We want this in here. We want a blank pattern on there to make our stencil table. We got a part builder. We need our tool station now. So let's grab that out, make a crafting table. And let's probably make another one just so we can have a regular crafting station. So then we'll take this crafting table and put in our blank pattern. And we have our tool station. And then now we have still enough wood to go ahead and make a chest and get another objective out of the way. So there we go. We have completed another quest. Actually, let's probably not put it there just yet. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give us just enough room to put down all of our tinker stuff. So let's start off with our stencil table, our tool station, our part builder, our tool station, our crafting table, and then we'll put our chest just on the other side. So boom, 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 and boom. There we go. Perfect. So I'm wondering if we can get flint by using the stone crook on gravel. I'm assuming that's how that's going to work, but I am not for sure. Let's see. No, it just breaks it back down into gravel. Well, I guess you have a chance to get flint. But I think we only need... There we go. I think we only need 3 flint total to end up making some sort of pickaxe. So we're going to go ahead and grab our pickaxe head. We want the small X building pattern, or binding pattern. We want a stick, and I think, there we go. So let's go ahead and make the parts themselves. So it's got a flint tool rod, a flint binding, and we will need 1 more flint. So let's go ahead and put our gravel back down and see if we can get 1 more flint. And there we go, we got 1 more flint. So let's put this in here just like that, and we can take out our flint pickaxe head. So now we'll go into the tool station, select the pickaxe, and just shift click these all in here and grab our flint pickaxe. There we go. Now I'm wondering what exactly it means for, so let's claim this one, and then the tinkers. What do we need to do? We need a pattern chest and a part chest. So to make a pattern or part chest, I think we still need these blank patterns. So let's go ahead and go at tinkers. I think here they are, pattern chest. So just like the normal pattern chest, it just looks different. And then part chest, which is 2 sticks and a wood block. So I think we need a total of 2 chests. Nope. There we go. Grab these out. We'll make 2 chests. And then we'll put one of them here. Let's go ahead and put our 2 blank patterns up here. And I think we need sticks before we do that. So let's make the part chest first, and then we can just make the pattern chest right after. And then, there we go, we have our Tinker's Quest complete, and our part chest can go right in front of our part builder, and our pattern chest can go right in front of our stencil table. So let's throw our stencils in there, and we don't have any more parts that we can put in there, so that is fine with me. And what do we want to do next? I believe the next thing we want to do, and we just got, I think, our little Tinker's book right here, materials and you. And I think the next quest that we want to do is, we can do the smeltery. I think we need a bunch of gravel and sand to do that. So before we do that, I do want to check out how to get the floral fertilizer. Because I think Botania and Mystical Agriculture are stronger mods here than they are in SkyFactory, because in SkyFactory, especially the way I play it, you have chickens take over a lot of the resource production instead of Botania. Well, Botania is more of like a, I guess it's kind of like a tech mod, but you have Mystical Agriculture that kind of like lays second to the chickens. So I think to get the floral fertilizer, we're going to need to get some bones, probably from a mob farm. I don't see any quicker way to get them, and then we'll have to like bone meal grass or something like that. So I think there's quite a few steps before we can get the floral fertilizer. So I think the next thing we want to move on to is getting string, and we've already kind of started on that by planting our trees. So all we're going to do is torque them again, and then we're going to infect them with the silkworms. And I'm not sure about the loot chests. I don't exactly know what they do, but I'm pretty sure they give you just random loot, or it might be predetermined. I don't know. But, I mean, I'll take 8 draconic cores, so I'm pretty sure they're random. Because why the hell else would I get 8 draconic cores this early on? Repair talisman, don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and grab these all in here, and we can just open up our loot chest. Wow, okay, this is nice. I don't think I will ever be able to use these because we're 1,000 blocks underground, so I don't exactly know why Solar Flux Reborn is even a part of this mod pack, but maybe there's some way to do it. Silk Touch Chance Pendant, don't know how to use that. Energy upgrades for a mod I've never used before, and the same thing. And I think we have one more loot chest, and it's exactly the same thing. Okay, so we can just throw all of our extra items that we will definitely not use, at least yet, in here. Interesting. Okay, so I think this mod is going to be pretty prominent, so I may have to do a little bit of research and learn what this mod's all about, because I think these tanks are the really only... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of research on that mod just to see what it's all about, see how to do it the best way possible. Anyway, back to what we were doing. I think this is plenty of string for us to go ahead and tear it all down. These should all be infected, and there we go. We have completed our string quest, and I believe the next thing we need to do is make a sieve. So let's go ahead and do that, or a sieve. Still have no idea how to pronounce that, even though we've been playing a lot of SkyFactory. So let's make some wood slabs, and then we will make our nice little sieve, and then come in here and make a mesh for it. There we go. So we can just put this off in the corner, just like so. And we completed 2 quests, so there we go. So let's claim both of those. So we can go in one of many directions from here on out. We can either completely upgrade our sieves, or we can start on water and getting cobblestone and such. So I think what I am going to do is start a little bit on that cobblestone, and for that we will need the rest of this wood. But first, let's go ahead and open these loot chests. And I'm not too thrilled about any of this stuff. I don't think we can use any of this stuff just at all yet. But either way, we can collect this wood. So we can make crucibles, and we should probably make a heavy sieve early on. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our heavy sieve. We need sticks to do that. Let's grab some sticks. And then let's make maybe a couple heavy sieves. Actually, let's only make one for right now. That way we can still make the crucible and get our bucket of water. Let's place our crucible right there, our heavy sieve right there, and we're probably going to take... Let's just go ahead and make another string mesh. And then slap that bad boy in there. And let's go ahead and sift through this gravel and sift through this sand, see if we get anything good. And it looks like there's a new ex nihilo creatio, whatever, a new kind of, or a new upgrade to the ex nihilo, or however the fuck you pronounce it, mod. And that is a strange sound, very strange sound. I don't like that being deep underground. So let's go ahead and fill up our crucible with some leaves and get some water going. So for the lava generation, after we get the water done, what we can do for that right now is we can start kind of removing some of these walls and start building in, and removing and destroying some of the blocks in any sort of direction. And the way we are going to do that is we're going to start off by getting rid of some of it already, because we need the stone. I think we need 5 stone total, and what we are going to do with that 5 stone is we are going to make another set of sticks, and we are going to take those sticks, we're going to put them like that, and we are going to make a hammer that we can't make. What is this hammer called? It is insanely good for this mod. It is from the Thermal Foundation mod. It's just the basic hammer stuff. And I think you probably just need... I think the starting one is iron, maybe, that we will get. I know I got really, really lucky, and I got an Invar hammer from one of the loot crates when I was on my personal world. So that's why I was wondering if those were predetermined or not, because that's actually something that will help us out early on, and that I've never actually used before. And what it does is it does a 3x3 grid, and you can just blast these walls away, no problem. So instead of that, we're just going to tunnel in a direction so we can get a bunch of stone, turn that stone into gravel, and then turn all that gravel into sand. Or turn all that gravel into dirt, then sand, and then finally dust. Okay, so we went all the way down until our pickaxe broke, and we now have a bunch of cobblestone. And what I'm going to do with all of this cobblestone, I'm going to break down some more wood real quick. What I'm going to do with all this cobblestone is I'm going to make a bunch of... I'm going to make 9 stone hammers. I'm going to put them all together, and then I'm going to compress the cobblestone, and that way we don't have to spend as much time gathering it. And then we'll we'll hammer down that cobblestone into gravel, compress the gravel, and use it through the heavy oak sieve. And one thing I should probably do before I move too far forward is check and see what difficulty my game is on. It's on normal. Okay, so mobs can spawn down there. So let's go ahead and block that up so we don't run into any problems. And I think we need a total of 18 sticks. There we go. And we'll just do that real quick, and then we can add these all together and make a compressed hammer. So let's go ahead and make our compressed cobblestone, just like so. We have enough to make one more block. And then we can place this compressed cobblestone down anywhere we want. And since there's no vein mine in this game, I don't really have a problem with using a compressed hammer. In SkyFactory, you have vein mine, but the vein mine doesn't work with a compressed hammer or the compressed blocks, so there's no real reason to do it early on. But in this mod, you're kind of forced to, and it's okay. So let's hammer these last two down into gravel. And then we can go ahead and just compress all of this gravel. So we have got 13 blocks of compressed gravel and 3 of regular gravel. So the 3 will go into the regular sieve, and the 13 will go into the heavy sieve. And I'm thinking about it now. We should probably turn that into dust. So let me see if dust can still get iron ore. Because we want both, we want kind of 3 things. We want flint, we want iron ore, and we want bone meal. So if we can get all 3 of those from one type of sieve, that would be amazing. So we can get iron and flint from gravel, and I think we'll need a total of 5 flint, 1 to repair my pickaxe, and the other 4 to make a flint stiffened mesh. I tell you what, since we have 1 flint right now, let's go ahead and repair our pickaxe, and then we're going to actually turn all this gravel into dust, kind of like we said earlier, just to get that bone meal. That way we can get a crucible going, and we can get buckets from the clay and all that good stuff. So there we go, we've got our almost 2 stacks of dirt. Let's go ahead and compress these down into our regular dirt blocks, or our compressed dirt blocks, and then we have 12 blocks. So we're going to place these down. We're going to break them again into sand, and then once more into dust, and we will sift through that dust until we have 7 bone meal, and then we will take the rest of it and turn it into clay with our new clay, or with our new water, and that way we can get a crucible up and going right away. And I'm going to see if I can... No, I can't make another crucible. So let's compress this dust into our compressed dust. And then I don't know why that happened that way, but it did. And then we are going to add all of this here. And there we go. We have 12 compressed dust. So we're just going to sift through this until we get some bone meal. So we want to be very careful. We've got 1 bone meal from that. And all we need is 7. We've now got 5. So bone meal coming very, very quickly. Just need 2 more. We're at 6, so hopefully we get this before the last block. And there we go, we have 7. So now we can take our dust, we can uncompress it, so we have 27 total dust blocks, which is quite a bit. And then we are going to turn one of these into clay. We're going to be proactive and make sure we put those leaves back in there. That way we can get more water spawning. We're going to put our clay down, break it down into blobs. And then one thing we can do right now as well is also, I'm kind of concerned as to why there's no mobs spawning. I feel like that's definitely dark enough for mobs to spawn, and it's way more than 25 blocks. But anyway, we will need some cobblestone. So with this cobblestone, we are now going to turn this into a furnace, just like that. And then we're going to place our furnace down here. And then we are going to make some charcoal. So let's go ahead and make some of that charcoal, and then we are going to craft an unfired clay bucket. And there we go, there is our charcoal. Let's go ahead and turn at least 1 of those into tiny charcoal. And we got an actually additions manual, excellent. And with that tiny charcoal, let's go ahead and put in our unfired clay bucket. We are not at a crucible yet. So now that we have a clay bucket, we can actually transport this water from here to here and make an infinite lava pool. And then we are just going to put our saplings back into our crucible to make 1 more bucket of water. That way we can actually finish the infinite water pool, and then we won't have to do this anymore. Oh, interesting. That is a very creepy noise that I do not like at all. And one thing we can do with this charcoal right now is once we get these trees, I need a little bit of wood, and then we are going to make some sticks and actually make some torches. Actually, you know what? You know what's better than those torches? I have found that these stone torches are quite good because they don't break as easily as regular torches. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's just certain tools that don't break them, which is actually kind of nice. So let's go ahead and place that up there, place that up there, and then we will need one for our crucible. So we can probably just place that torch right there. And then our water is done in the oak crucible. So let's take it and put it here. And then we can put that back in there. Make some dust. Grab some more water. Or make some more clay. Grab some more water. And then make our last block of clay. And then with that clay, let's put it in our hotbar, place it down, and then we can turn this into the clay blobs. And with these clay blobs, we can put them in here with the bone meal to make porcelain clay. And then we're going to take that porcelain clay and put it in a shape of a cauldron. And then we're going to take that unfired crucible and put it into the furnace. Go ahead and fire it. And once this is done cooking, and that's why I really like the tiny charcoal early on, because it allows us to not waste any of our very scarce resources at the moment. So we're going to take our cobblestone and go ahead and put it in the crucible, and we have lava going. So I think that is a good place to end this episode. We did quite a bit of stuff. We got quite a few of the quests done. We still need to finish this water task because we don't have an iron bucket yet, but that is okay. We have a clay bucket, so we have still technically done that, and we have actually even gotten to the lava generation so far. So I think that is a good place to end this video. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I did want to do a different mod pack besides SkyFactory because that's pretty much all I've been playing recently, and I thought I'd branch out and try some StoneBlock because it's still very similar, and I think I will like it a lot. So if you did make it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you dudes in the next one.